Hey guys, my name is Brian. Welcome back to the Meat Cutting Academy, and in today's episode we're going to be cutting up a whole sirloin tip, or as it's also called, a knuckle. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this piece off right here. You can see where there's a line of silver skin that runs through it. These both run all the way through like this. So what we're going to do is cut along the front part of this one. Okay, now that we have that part cut off, we're just going to trim some of this silver skin up a little bit that's on here. It's not really too much. I just leave that on here and flip it over, and what you're going to want to do is you'll see this point end, the grain runs along going this way. So what you want to do is you want to square this piece of meat up right here, just right along this front piece, square that up. You can use that for stew meat if you want to. And you can just cut this up into steaks. I'm going to do about 3/4 to about an inch. Nice beautiful steaks like that. All the way down. Okay, could probably get maybe one more good steak out of this. Let's try one more. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to cut this off right here though. Okay. Alright. Now you can use this for stew meat along with the other piece. You shouldn't really get a lot of trim off of this. Very minimal. So if you're cutting this for like a meat shop, I would tray your tip steaks up kind of like this. Just like that. Get rid of that piece. Nice beautiful pack of family pack tip steaks. But I don't cut in the meat shop anymore. I do all at home cutting. Actually, that might change pretty soon. I just applied for another meat cutting job, so I might go back to meat cutting. So now what you want to do is cut the rest of the silver skin off here on the top. You don't have to. It's not going to hurt anything. Some here. Okay. Cut. Trim the rest of this skin, silver skin off right here. All the way down. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and tie this into roasts. Alright, here we go. So this is called a meat cutter's knot. And what you're going to want to do is take your one hand, fold it over on top of your two fingers right here, push down, twist all the way around 360, grab this, pull down nice and tight like that, and then push up, and then pull back real hard until you hear a snap. Okay? I don't like to tie mine like, regular knots. So another one here. Gonna do two more after this. Oops, sometimes you break them. This, go up, and there we go. Sometimes you don't have to pull back that hard. And one more piece right here. There we go. Heard that snap. Okay, one more right here. Might even be able to do another one. Okay, got that. And one more right there. And what this does is it just keeps this as a nice tight roast instead of just flopping everywhere. It's really not necessary for all roasts. Like bottom round, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, seems to hold together pretty well. So with something like this though, like a tip roast, definitely want to tie it up if you're going to use it as a roast. Unless you're going to put it in the crock pot, then it really doesn't matter. And you can go ahead and square these off if you want to. You'd definitely be doing that if you're in a meat shop. But if I'm just cutting for my house, I really don't have to worry about it too much. It doesn't really have to look pretty. Okay, square this guy up. And there's a lot of gristle there, wow. Okay. Alright, then just cut it in half or thirds if you want to. I'm just going to cut mine in half right down the middle. That. And there you go. And that's how to cut a tip roast and steaks. Alright, so now we're just going to go and cut all the silver skin out of this meat here. Cut it all up for stew meat. Get all that silver skin off. That's decent enough there. Good. This is always the most hated job I had to do is all this trim for stew meat. Man, I hated it. When in meat shops you just have piles of it and you'd just be there for like an hour just doing this. My least favorite job. Okay, I think it's cleaned up enough. Not going to get too much out of that. This piece, we'll see what we can get out of it. Okay, so okay, yeah, this is all pretty much gristle right here, so that'll be a nice little treat for my dog. Go. And lastly, this piece doesn't really look the best. Get a decent piece out of that. There we go. Yeah, that's as good as I'm going to get out of that one. That's all fat, pretty much. I'm going to cut what we would usually call gourmet stew. Real tiny, small little pieces. There you go. Alright guys, out of all that trim, we just got a little bit of gourmet stew right there. Okay. Alright guys, so this is all of our trim that we generated. This is just all the trimmings we cut off of there. This is our gourmet stew. Got our 6 tip steaks, about 3/4 of an inch. And then our 2 tip roasts. So not bad for 40, what did I say, 48. It was under $50, so it's not too terribly bad. Alright, so I hope that inspired you guys to go and save some money and buy meat bulk like that and cut it yourself. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. About 95% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you want more content like this and you don't want to miss anything, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about the video and what you want to see next. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.